Hello everyone, this is Mike from Northern Forks Trader. Welcome back. Happy New Year, first day of the year. I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year. What we have here is a trading the crab pattern. These are going to be my rules of engagement for the crab pattern. Now, anybody new and this is the first video you're watching, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope it's helpful. And with that, here comes the warning. I'm not a professional trader. I'm not certified or licensed. And trading the Forex has a high degree of risk that you may lose most or all your money. Now, these are my interpretations, my rules. This may not be suitable for all traders out there. So proceed with caution. And that's it. So let's get into the crab pattern on how I trade it. The crab pattern is not everybody's favorite. I don't see it a lot online. But I've used it a couple of times and they've been pretty successful. But they're not too often found. But here it goes. First we start off with a Fibonacci retracement from the X to A leg. And once again, we must reach the 618. It must not close above or at the 786. So the candle cannot be here or above. Okay, and negates the pattern. So this is similar to the Gartley. It has to at least touch the 618 and not close above the 786. Criteria number 2 is going from the A point to the B point. And let's move it out here so we can see the numbers. And just like the other patterns, we follow more the body on the C point. The B points are more the wicks, C points are more the body. And here we have a candle that needs to close past the 50%. And if you've seen my video on the butterfly pattern, the butterfly had to close just past the 382, but not past the 50. Where the crab, it must pass the 50, but not past the 618. Okay, so this would be the correct candle, and this would be not a correct candle because this candle body, the body did not close past the 50% line. So we would be using this candle here. This candle cannot close at or past the 618. If it passes the 618, you're looking at a Gartley. That's how we distinguish these patterns, and that's what makes these patterns or these rules beneficial to find out what pattern this may be. Okay? Now, with that all being said, our criteria is being met. We are looking for a decompletion point. So we got a fib extension, an A to X, and back down to A. And what we're looking for is a 1618 completion point. So this is where we would enter. I'm going to lower this down a bit because this is where my stops are going to go. At the fib extension 200. And I will go 10 pips above that. So I will put in my entry point. I'm going to mark off, oh, got the wrong one, my fib retracement to find my targets from the A point all the way up to the D point, which you can always see that it's a 382 lands right on the X point, which is bouncing off structure. So the crab pattern kind of breaks structure to the upside and then hits the 618, and it's looking to retrace back at least down to the 382 to hit your first target. So your first target would be here, and you would be 10 pips above that, which would be here. So you're looking at about a 1-to-1 ratio, and if you hit your second target, that's almost a 2-to-1 ratio. And that's how you trade the crab. Now I'm going to teach you a little, I'm going to give you a little tidbit that I do. I use the RSI, and I use it at a 7 period. When trading the crab, especially on a higher time frame, like the daily, or on a 4-hour, I like to place my entry in there, but I like to watch it. So I'll put in an alert for myself around the 382 area here. What I kind of look for is an RSI breaking the 80 here, but not being triggered. Because most times the RSI breaks the 80, comes back down, and then retests at a lower point of the 80. So I look for divergence. So you're kind of looking at something like this, where it hits the 80, comes back down, comes back up, but not as high. And you have kind of a slanted divergence. And up here, your candles would be coming up this way, coming back down this way, back up, and then into here. So what I'm looking for is a divergence. So I'm looking for this. Of course, this would all be right under this section. So all this should line up down here, okay? And this would be over here. But you're looking for this section kind of thing. This is a divergence where this is down, and then you have a line going up like this. Okay, I kind of look for those divergence. If you don't understand divergence, I suggest you Google it, YouTube it. There'll be lessons on divergence, and it's a very helpful tool to use it with the RSI, because the RSI stands for a relative strength index. So it kind of shows that it's a reversal point. It's a reverse of momentum. So I usually kind of look for it in between the 382 and my entry point. And if I can spot divergence in there, I will take it, and it's a go. If I don't see it, it doesn't mean I'll totally eliminate the pattern, but I would be cautious to watch it up in my zone here of entry, that maybe it might create a divergence up here, which is fine, and then I'll take it down. So that's just a little tidbit of trading that I use with the crab pattern. It's a little extra, and that's about it. The crab pattern's pretty simple, straightforward. So you have your rules of B point reaching the 618. The candle does not need to close above the 618, but we just can't have it close at or above the 786. The wick can travel up to that 786. And that's fine as long as the candle does not close above it. But then at the C point, we do need a candle close at the 50% line, okay? At or past the 50% line, but it must not close at or past the 618. So here is the safe zone, right there. And if the candle does not reach the 50, if the body of the candle does not reach the 50, it negates the pattern. I hope this was helpful to you. I think this is the last pattern of the series. There are other patterns out there, like the wolf pattern and the shark pattern, or things like that, but I have not traded those. I do not have rules for those. These are the 5 main trading patterns that I use for entry when I trade. They're all swing traders patterns, and I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed these training sessions, And if you did, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, share the videos. I will see you in the new year. I will have one more training video of the how to identify the XA leg, and that will be on a live chart. And that one may even plot our first trade for the year. So I will come back to you with that. So once again, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and please share. See you next video.